sports. It's a special October 31st NBA Throwdown. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Domantas Sabonis out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the two-guard spot. And for the Bucks, manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner, and it's Green in at the three. Well, Grant, we could be in for a spooky game tonight as these two teams face off on Halloween.
I think I saw some costumes out in the crowd. And, you know, it does make this game feel extra special, B.A. It's always fun when you get to show off in a holiday game.
And it's Sacramento to start out. Outside Schroeder. Pass to LaVine. Takes a three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Down low. And there's Green on the assist by Porter.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Sabonis with a screen on Green. Here's LaVine for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning one game apiece.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs, and the other was lottery bound.
Here's LaVine. Last game with 30. Picked by Sabonis. Right wing. Corner shot. That drops. And it comes off an assist from LaVine.
Have to admire the confidence right there. Sabonis feeling like he can knock down these shots whenever he wants.
You know, RJ, the roster for the Kings shifting since last season's trade deadline, but still plenty of talent.
Yeah, in particular, the Fox for LaVine trade has them stocked with wings. And if you looked at the NBA Finals, both teams were loaded. First team foul.
Porter against Schroeder. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Taking us back to my days. A mid-range jumper from Porter Jr. I didn't know those were allowed anymore.
Pass to LaVine. Lets it fly. Sinks that one after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Turner. And here's Porter outside. On target from range. Porter's got 5 points.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
DeRozan against Antetokounmpo. DeRozan down low. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up for the task at hand." Brian, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's LaVine. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Green. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. It's good.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
DeRozan against Antetokounmpo. DeRozan right side. Over Antetokounmpo. And it's DeRozan missing. The Bucks leading by 7. You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses overlook now, but DeMar, oh, he is the exception to the rule.
Sabonis. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
With some changes. Kuzma's checked in for Trent, and it's Rollins in for Porter Jr. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sacramento. Malik Monk comes in for Schroeder. .136 left in the first quarter. Levine passes to Monk. Ellis outside. DeRozan against Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Saric comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Ellis. Here's Rollins. 1:10 left in the first quarter here. Kuzma for 3. Drains the triple.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Kings trail by 12. Up top, Levine. Defended by Kuzma.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. Turner, a screen on Saric. The kick out to Kuzma. The 3 is up. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Monk. No points yet. Saric a screen. A shot to stop the run. And Monk is good for 3.
How's that for a response? Love seeing Monk come back down and deliver the comeback 3.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Levine. Kuzma for 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Malik Monk, Domantas Sabonis out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Westbrook, coming off a 12-point game. Pass to Saric. 6 to shoot. Sabonis with a screen on Prince. Carter from outside. Here's Sabonis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Sabonis has gotten his second bucket. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo is checked in for Sims. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. Sacramento also making some changes. Jones comes in for Saric. And it's Schroeder in for Carter. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Domantas Sabonis on top.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
On defense, the Bucks. Pass to Schroeder. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
Kuzma outside. Fires from deep. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. The putback. Antetokounmpo flying high for the follow.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Pass to Westbrook. And here's Sabonis. Defended by Portis. Sabonis against Portis. Sabonis, left side. Oh, great D that time from Portis. When you think of versatile bigs, Domantas Sabonis comes to mind pretty quickly, RJ.
He's at the top of the list in that regard. Capable of scoring on all 3 levels while also hitting the boards hard. And his passing, well, that's what makes him special.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Porter against Westbrook. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team and I don't take it for granted. BA, back to you.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Schroeder finds Monk. Fader on the way. Good on the bucket. Monk's got 5 points.
With that big vertical that young man has, Monk can rise up and shoot over almost anyone.
Portis against Sabonis. The baseline J. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Levine passes to Saric. Outside Schroeder. Back to Saric. Fires for 3. Porter pulls it in.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Antetokounmpo, right side. No luck on that one. Kings trail by 14. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
Now here's Porter. He's got 5. To the middle. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
The crafty play by Porter. Tripping up the defense and opening things up for another guy.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. DeRozan is checked in for Saric, and Ellis is subbed in for Monk. .125 left in the first half. Pass to DeRozan. DeRozan, forceful inside.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Ellis outside. Sabonis, high post. Clock at 6. Pass to Schroeder. Up and over Porter. Connects on the 17-footer.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Now here's Trent. And here's Turner. Launches the 3. Zach LaVine clears it away. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Trent. Over Sabonis. Trent's shot is off. DeRozan looks it over. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached halftime in this one. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight.
When I watch Giannis, man, I'm just in awe. He reminds me of our friend over there, Shaq, in a good way.
I'm honored to say thank you, Kenny.
He's dominating the game inside with his size and physicality.
Okay, switching gears. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings thus far.
When I look at Milwaukee, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Trent. Back to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Over to Rosen. Pass to Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Now here's Levine. And it's off from three-point range.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And there's the drive. Here's Levine. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, I'm wondering, RJ, do you think we'll see a Zach LaVine highlight dunk tonight?
Yeah, B.A., most nights we normally do. Something else also, I've come to expect shooting sprees from Zach. This man can rattle off 3 and 4 and a quarter like it's nothing.
That free throw good from LaVine. And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Inside. Turner passes to Porter. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Green. Shoots over Levine.
Some energetic defense by Levine, using his speed to stay all over the shooter.
And Levine throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Miles Turner is second.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Antetokounmpo finds Green, and he's going for the oop here.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek Freak is on fire.
Kings trail by 15. Ellis outside. Back to Schroeder. Green against Levine. All alone. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Levine. Going inside. And then he packs it down. Right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Uh-oh, Zach LaVine. He's already won multiple dunk contests. Maybe another?
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. The Bucks leading by 13. Porter with a screen on DeRozan. Antetokounmpo against DeRozan. Pass to Turner. Now Green. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. And here's Schroeder outside. Rebounded by Green.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Porter finds Trent outside. Green. Turner passes to Green. Clock at 6. Now Antetokounmpo, covered by Schroeder. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Offensive rebound. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Kuzma's checked in for Green. And the Kings also making a change. Monk, he's checked in for Schroeder. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Sabonis with a screen on Kuzma. Ellis outside. Back to Levine. Antetokounmpo against DeRozan. From behind the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. They led by as many as 18.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And yep, it's good. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points now in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Monk looking around. Sabonis with a screen on Kuzma. Here's Levine. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Turner's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Trent, the pass to Kuzma. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Kuzma's got 10.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
DeRozan outside. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. DeRozan finds Sabonis. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Porter outside, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
DeRozan passes to Levine. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup. 13 points in the game.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. Back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the Kings, Dario Saric is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Pass to Prince. To the paint. Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Schroeder. On the wing, Levine. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Pass to Schroeder. Here's Levine. Saric outside from the arc. And another miss by Sacramento. The Bucks leading by 22 to the inside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
That's right, everybody. It's now time for your Bucks Breaker Crew.
Check in for the Bucks.
Number 20, AJ Green. Hey fans, give it up for your Bucks Breaker Crew.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Puts up a three. Rebound by Sacramento. Pass to Schroeder. There's the triple, and it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo, right side. From outside the arc. Rollins, no good. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Down low. Here's Šarić. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Šarić has gotten his first bucket of the night. Here's Rollins. Covered by Schroeder. Portis, the pass to Rollins. Hits the trifecta. Rollins has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Now Schroeder. Ellis outside. Pass to Sabonis. Outside Levine. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Rollins passes to Kuzma. Hauled in by the Kings.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
13 feet out. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his fourth rebound in this one. Portis with a screen on Schroeder. Kuzma outside. Pass to Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. Over to Rosen. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, Kuzma has gotten pretty good at this, spotting those open guys who are prepared to shoot.
Outside Levine. Picked by Sabonis. Here's Levine, plenty of space. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got his fifth rebound in this one.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bucks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
The free throw off from Kuzma, and we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Now here's Kuzma. From the stripe. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Kings. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Here's Levine for 3. Sacramento again missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Prince finds Anthony. Kuzma for 3. Rebounded, Domas Sabonis. Now here's Schroeder. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.